Hello, this is Heidi DeBartolomeus. I am with Women Encouraging Women, and we are here today to talk to one of the most incredible women in our area, Tara Dixon, who runs and operates Impact Mixed Martial Arts. Now, before you say anything, I have to give you a little bit of information about this individual. Her and her husband are here for several years, and we'll go into more detail with that. But she's been in the Air Force. She runs the Mixed March BJJ martial arts studio. They have a HERF, if I'm not mistaken, a HERF shooting game that they run here at the facility as well. So I would like to introduce to you guys right now Miss Tara Dixon. Thank you very much for being our guest on our show. So Tara, tell me a little bit about yourself. You're married, I just said. Now, do you mind telling us your age, or is that a no?
No, that's fine. I'm 38 years old.
God bless. Okay. All right. The next thing I want to ask you is, how long have you been doing what you're doing right now?
I started in February, actually, of 2009, so 12 years.
Oh, wow.
12 years.
So, let's go back.
Okay.
You were in the Air Force.
Yes.
Tell me a little bit about that.
Okay, so right out of high school, I went into the Air Force. I was in for 9 years. I was at the 177 Fighter Wing, which is in Atlantic City. So I spent a lot of time there. I went around, I did different training. I was hazmat certified, I was forklift certified. Weird things that, I have under my belt right now that I might not use right now, but I still have that. But yeah, so it's 9 good years, I'll tell you that.
So are you still in the reserves?
I am not. I retired out, yes.
Well, thank you very much for your service. It's very important, guys. I work with the veteran right here, a dad veteran, in a good way. Okay, so now, how many years married?
12 years married.
Okay.
As well, yes.
So and what was your children?
Children, yes. I had 2 stepsons. Both my stepsons, Dane is, 28 years old.
Oh, wow.
Yes. Connor, we're going to be 28. Connor's going to be 24. Mason is 14, and Ivana is 10. So we have our hands full.
Oh, yeah, you have it from one age.
Yes.
So now when the other ones get, you'll know how to do it.
Yes, exactly. Yep.
What made you get into this?
Okay, so I met my husband, and I knew nothing about Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. I actually never even heard of Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, which is kind of weird, but didn't hear anything about it. So I met him, and he was telling me about what he did, and I went and saw classes. I didn't do class yet. I went and watched a couple classes, and I've always been very competitive. I've always played sports. I love it. Like, I love sports.
Did you play soccer?
I didn't play soccer. I played softball.
I thought you were a soccer player. Okay.
Softball. But always grew up playing sports. And as an adult, though, I wasn't really involved with a sport, anything that I was actually doing. So he was like, you really gotta try class. And I was nervous. I was like, oh my gosh, like, I see these people out there on the net, they're really going at it. So I was like, all right, let me try a class. So first class I did, and I was hooked. So I definitely was.
And from that point on, we have a black belt.
Yes.
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 Which is not easy to get.
No.
So what are the steps to take to go there?
Okay, so as an adult, I'll say this. For Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, it's not like karate or taekwondo. You cannot receive your black belt as a child, or even as a teenager. You have to go through the adult ranks, and you cannot become a blue belt until the age of 16. Just so you know, so that's your first. So your first rank as an adult belt is a white belt. Then you go from white to blue, blue to purple, purple to brown, brown to black. Each belt, you have to have 4 stripes on your belt, so it takes time. That's why a lot of jiu-jitsu practitioners actually end up quitting, and they end up quitting about blue to purple belt. It's a lot of time, it's a lot of mat time. I don't even know the amount of hours and hours and hours I've put on that at this point. But, like I said, as far as the kids to receive, I'll say this, for Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, we feel that kids shouldn't receive their black belt because you can't actually physically be an adult. You know what I mean? It's not an adult rank. So that's why you have to leave.
So if you put it in the equivalence of if you're going to school for education.
Yes.
if you're an 8th grader, you're not going to get your doctorates.
No, exactly.
You have to put your time
Yes, exactly.
in order to earn it,
Yes.
which makes absolute
Yes.
sense.
Yep.
I know I came here one time, we rolled, they handed me my Heidi, and I say that lovingly, but it was very well worth it, hence that's why I'm back. What was the highlight of your career doing this? Or whatever.
Okay, I would say for jiu-jitsu, it was definitely receiving my black belt. There has been years and years, you think about, you're on the mat and you compete, like we all compete. You don't have to compete if you're doing jiu-jitsu, but we compete, and you can walk off the mat very defeated and say to yourself, I don't know if I can keep doing this, you know? But if you keep getting back on the mat, you keep training, you keep competing. So I think once you receive your black belt, it's so emotional, honestly, because you put so much time into this. And once you receive it, you just honestly can't believe it. You're just like, I can't believe I finally got my black belt. And that's not the ultimate goal, because you're always learning. I'm always learning. I'm still learning. I come to class. I still do fundamentals class, because I think that's very important. But yeah, I think definitely to receive my black belt was my highest honor of the best.
Lowest point.
Okay, lowest point. I would say my lowest point was, well, there's different points. You know, I would say recently, last couple of years, I actually lost my brother a few years back. So I have lost and we were very close, and I don't even say that. But that was probably my lowest point in the last, as an adult. And it was something that happened tragically. It wasn't planned. And but I'll tell you what, I do believe in God, and that definitely.
That was the next thing I was going to ask you. What helped you to get through and where you're at?
Yes, I do believe in God, and that definitely helped me. Going to church, talking to my pastor, family, friends, my jiu-jitsu friends, being able to come in and like work out and do jiu-jitsu class, and that totally got me through. You still have those feelings, but it definitely gets you through the day to day, especially when it first happened. So
was he older or young?
He was older, so 9 years. By 9 years, so growing up, we weren't real close. I was kind of
almost like okay,
yes.
Could be like my sister's only 3
yes.
years older, but I always like she's a mom.
Yes, exactly.
So
like growing up, you're like the pesky little sister. But then as you get older, you become friends, and that's the relationship that we have, with friends. So that was really hard for me.
So what's incredible though is you going through that, you would not know because you were still too busy empowering the children in the area and other women.
Right.
And they also run a boot camp, which is very good, by the way. I mean, I know I'm a trainer and I work elsewhere, but if you want something challenging, you guys, please check out Impact for their boot camps as well. So now we're going to go to the floor and have some fun.
Yes.
All right, we are back. We are with some incredible women here that you might have noticed that we're rolling. Now, just FYI, I got to throw it out here. When I tried to become a correctional officer, made it to week 10, this young lady was in the same platoon, and they just shook their head and laughed at me because I was the mother in the group. Some things never change, but I'm going to let Tara introduce her ladies from her Impact Martial Arts studio.
Okay, so these are 2 of our higher purple belt women in our group. So we have Mariela Aponte and we have Heidi Sherman. They're both 2-stripe purple belts. They have been training with us, I'm going to say about 5 years. And they are probably my best training partners. I have to say that. So
so what's one of the first things that you guys would do?
Okay,
let's see it.
All right, so first thing we would do is we always do judo throws because we're not a guard pulling school. I say that because we have a lot of schools out there that compete and they use guard pulling opposed to actual throws. So what they will end up doing is when I lock up, and this is a lot of times with competition, they'll go in and they'll just pull guard here. And they'll work from our guard here. Well, we don't allow our students, and I say allow because we want our students to learn how to actually physically take somebody down. Because if we're on the street and say a Mariela is trying to attack me, what am I gonna do? Am I gonna sit to my butt and hope for the best as she just, no, that's not what you wanna do. So, we teach judo throws, so that way if a situation occurs, I'm able to take my opponent down and then I'm the one on top. That's where I wanna be. So if Mariela came at me here, and even if I didn't have the gi, you know, you have a t-shirt, you have anything, and I'm trying to take her down, I could pull her in, I could come here, and then I'm the one on top, okay? That's where I wanna be. I wanna be on top. If somebody's bigger and you need to get out of the situation, I'm able to go here and get out, okay? So we like to do judo throws. So I'll let Mariela and Heidi, they wanna show us what we just did, that Osoto guard. So they get their grips. We like to get our grips onto our uniforms, onto our gis. Like you go here, and she'll take her down. Yep, just like that. Jump back up. Mariela can take Heidi down. Good. That's great. Yep. Now, one thing I want to show too is if you're on the street and somebody starts to throw a punch, because we get that a lot too. You know, in karate, taekwondo, you stay standing, they throw the punches, you're not going down to the ground. But we want to take our opponent down to the ground. That's where most fights end up. If you watch any fight, if you're looking up on YouTube, anywhere else, most fights end up on the ground. They're not standing up, throwing jab, punch. No, they end up being on the ground. Especially females, like the pull hair. There they go. They're getting pulled. If somebody's pulling my hair and I'm coming in, they'll start pulling. She's pulling. I'm going for my double leg. I'm still on top. I would be on that top position. Here. Just kind of gives you an idea. So,
You want to do the first one with me? Who wants to toss me?
there you go. Go, Mariela.
So you signed a disclaimer. Okay, so what are we going to do again? So we're racking, right? And then.
Look, she take that nice and easy.
Okay. That was good. That was good. She did.
Okay,
She
yes.
protected me. Absolutely.
Yes.
Okay. So if I want to come in,
Yes.
I'm coming in.
You want to do a double leg? What I did?
Oh, yeah.
There?
So,
Okay.
well, I don't know if we can do that, but let's do the basic. Let's
Okay,
stick to the
okay.
basic. So there's no gi to hook.
Okay, there's no gi to hook. Yes, and you're doing it.
Okay.
So all you're going to do is, you can even just place your hand. Place your hand here. Yep. The
Then
biggest
we're
part of
be in
this.
alignment.
So yep, and then what you're going to do is you're going to step in here, and you're going to get a little closer to her.
Okay.
So that
So
way.
I want to stay here. I don't want to be so far from
You
my
don't want to be
opponent.
so far back.
So I'm
You're
here.
there. You can even lean her my way a little bit, take her off balance. Yep, and then you're gonna kick that leg right through and take her right over. Good.
Sorry.
The biggest
She's like, I
thing.
can't handle it.
No, that's okay. She's fine.
Okay.
She's fine.
So then, okay, so she's doing it to me again.
Yep.
So where would I? It's just gonna happen.
It's
just gonna happen.
Honestly,
Okay.
we learn. Just think about it in a live situation. Something's gonna happen. You're never gonna get the best grips.
Right.
Never gonna be. This is our actual judo grips.
Right.
This is judo grips here. We could go here. We could go same side grip. But in a live situation, you're not
It's
gonna worry
not
about
someone's
that.
having a-
You're just going here. I'm here. Yep. The biggest thing is that she's got a judo opening. The biggest thing is that she needs to. So here goes. Is taking me off balance. Take me off balance, because that's huge for jiu-jitsu. It's the leverage. It's taking somebody off balance. It's having a smaller person being able to beat a bigger person, which is
And she has some power because of the time I came.
yeah.
Her body balance was really
Oh,
good.
it's
So
yeah.
what was the double scoop one?
Okay, so basically what wrestlers do, you're just doing it. So if I'm in here, I'm coming in. I'll teach it like we teach this. We go for like a heel, choke. I take my knee to the mat. See my head's to the side here. I place the foot. I look behind the butt right here. And as I do this, I keep both hands. See, I'm on the legs. I'm going to lift this leg up, and I am going to drag her through, just like that.
Wow. Okay. Would you like to try that to me? Would I? Okay. So now, take it easy now. Okay. So I'm here, right? So I want to resist a little, correct?
You can resist a little, yeah.
Okay.
You'll feel.
Oh,
yes.
okay. All right. So it's on the side, and then
On
it's
the
on.
side,
Gotcha.
and bring it
Gotcha.
forward.
Very
Yes.
good. Okay. Is what? Show me one more.
Okay.
Show me one more.
Let's do this. Let me go Uchimata. Okay. So with this one here, should be one there. What I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna show you slow motion first. I'm gonna step here, I come behind, I'm gonna take this leg through and I'm taking her off balance and take her over. Well, let me show you faster.
That's dancing. So this is your version of dancing.
Yeah.
And if you can find the rhythm and your balance.
Yeah, it comes down to, it's taking
I see
somebody
what you-
off balance. It's getting the grips, it's moving somebody around. So if we're going live, like, so let's go live with just our just so like here. We're here, see how we're pulling. This is how you start when you compete. You start standing here. So I'm trying to take her over here. So for that Uchimata, if I'm in here, I'm just gonna step in, into there, into that.
Absolutely gorgeous. Very, very nice.
So we
Very
learn
nice.
judo throws. I mean, we do judo throws pretty much every practice, and we do that in the beginning of the class because I feel like it's very
essential.
important. Yeah,
It's very, very
important.
essential. You guys made it look like it was just smooth sailing. Was there anything else you wanted to demonstrate?
Want to demonstrate?
Anything that, like, each one of you
On the
have
ground.
something favorite?
Let's
Have
do some
something
stuff on the
favorite?
ground.
Okay.
So,
I'm telling you, this will make you a good deal.
so listen, this is what we call the guard, okay? You would think that Mariela is in a bad position here when she's not. She's actually in a good position here. I'm actually in a bad position at this point here. Go ahead. So she's gonna show armbar here. Now, go ahead and kick me over. Because that way you can see on camera. There. So what she is doing is she's hyperextending the arm. So here we go.
A lot of flexibility.
Yes. And it's very technical. Jiu-jitsu is very technical. It really is. There's so many, each move, just like this armbar, you saw, it's an 8-step move. So it's remembering that too. It's a lot of technique when it comes to jiu-jitsu.
Can you try to break it down? Just, I don't know if we can get it. Let's see.
So what she needs to do first is she needs to pull my arm across. So as she pulls my arm across, she locks it in. So look here, she's on my tricep. She's locking that in here. That way I can't pull away.
Right.
That's step one. Step two, she's gonna come down and she's gonna break me down. Now she's gonna put the foot into the hip and she will swivel. We call that the windshield wiper. And she places the leg over the back so I cannot lift myself up still. I am stuck here, just like that. Now, if I didn't have a uniform on, I didn't have a gi on, it wouldn't matter. She would go here. This is what we do for no gi, just like that. So if you're on the street, this is what works. She'll throw the leg over here, and she goes there. Yep. So if somebody's attacking you, I'm gonna say if a man is in the guard here, trying to attack and is here, fighting, she can go right for it. And the arm's broken. Okay, now another thing, if I'm in the guard and I'm attacking her, I'm here on her neck, here. She could go double armbar and lift up tap. That there hyperextends the arms right away. That is huge to learn, I would say, for self-defense, because a lot of men will push you down, come up, try to start choking. Here, you're just taking the legs over, tap. It is so powerful, and you'll be surprised. You should have her try to do it, have her do it to you so you can feel it. That just throwing the legs up like that.
All right, so I'm here. This is my position here.
Yes, and you're choking her. You're actually hands on her neck.
Oh, hands on her
You're
neck.
on hands on her neck.
Okay.
She's there, and
Oh, wow.
Yep, you feel that hyperextend right away.
Holy
It's
cow.
huge, yes.
One more time. Jiminy Cricket,
Yes.
you literally feel it.
Yes.
You gave me a couple inches.
Yes.
I would have never known.
Yes, and then Heidi, why don't you
Do you
show-
know all the years that I've done what I've done?
Right.
I did not know that.
Oh, that?
Yeah, I mean, I knew the arm
Right,
bars,
you know
but
the arm bar?
not this
Yes,
one.
double arm bar, and that's big because if somebody's putting all their weight on you and is, trying to choke you, just you wrapping your legs up around them like that, you're gonna get it. I'm gonna have you do the rear naked choke. Well, I'll have you do it on Heidi.
Yeah.
So that's another thing. This is another thing that's big. You get behind somebody. So say somebody's attacking you and you are able just to get behind them, or even if you're on your knees, just go on your knees. You're on your knees. That's hooks in. That's hooks in too. But from, you know, a point where somebody's attacking you, what you're gonna do is you're gonna slide one arm under. There, elbows on the chin. She grabs her bicep, she takes it through, she locks it in, and she chokes.
So now, on my behalf, I want to go like this.
Yes.
Correct?
Well, that, and you want to pull the arm down. So
At the same time.
what you're going to do is to
So
defend
you're
this. Yup, you're there. Heidi's going to come up. There. Now watch what you're going to do.
this one?
As you're going to pull that down, and then you'll start to work that other hand down. That will start to be able to take away from
Now,
that
this is a
choke.
legal movement?
No, that's
I
legal.
was-
You can armbar her
that is
from there.
legal.
Oh, yes.
Wow.
So you have to watch that. Yes, when we live roll or competing, oh yeah. There's always a move for another move. We have learned that.
Which is the
Yes.
beauty behind
Jiu-jitsu.
this part.
Yes. And I would say this, it's always nice when you have, well, because we're women, so it's always nice when you have a man come in sometimes. That's big, built, you know, they work out every day, they're runners, they lift weights, and they come in and like,
Triathlon.
yeah, they come in and they're like, oh yeah, and then they go with us and we tap them out and they're like, what the heck? You know, they're shocked by it.
Yeah.
But that's the beauty, like you said, of jiu-jitsu, because it's not about how big you are. It's not about how big you are. You know, strength does play a factor, but I'll tell you what, smaller, Heidi's smaller than me, and she will tap out these guys and they're shocked by it. But that is the beauty of it. That's the point of jiu-jitsu, is that you could be a smaller person and you can have that leverage and you can beat somebody.
The day I came to roll with them, Tara had opened up the doors for me to come in. This one right here, I was like a rag doll, and I was laughing. I did manage to do the time limit.
She made it through.
Between these two.
Right.
It was like, tag out, boom,
Right.
tag out.
Right.
And I'm laughing, I'm like, just keep on going.
Right,
You know?
right.
But just the body balance itself was incredible, and I was very impressed with that. Because you are tiny, I don't say it in a negative way, that's a good thing. She's got a lot of fire to her.
Yes,
so
she's feisty.
She's absolutely right. You
Yes.
don't let size fool you.
Right.
I want to thank you very, very much.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Was there anything that, you guys want to add to,
One-
how has this changed your life?
That's one thing I wanted to actually add to that, was just what you're about to say, is that, as an instructor, and they both actually help instruct kids classes as well. And I'll say this for kids, teens, and adults. It's nice to see when somebody comes in and they're very timid, and either they're being picked on at school, or they just don't know how to stand up for themselves. And this is even as an adult, because you've gone through your life not standing up for yourself. And then they come in and they start doing jiu-jitsu, and then months go by and you really start to see the change in them, as far as just their personality, how they're holding themselves, how they're coming into class feeling more confident. And then, when they're kids or teens, you have their parents come in to tell us, you know what, I'm really seeing a difference in him or her. Their grades are better, this kid isn't picking on them anymore, they're standing up for themselves. And that, as I know for me as an instructor for doing this for so long, and as I've gotten older too, and for my own kids, I feel like, that's the purpose of this for me, is to teach jiu-jitsu, to make people feel more confident. I want everybody to learn jiu-jitsu, honestly. I wish everybody could learn jiu-jitsu, because it would make you feel more confident. And you do see, people that it has changed their lives. And I'm not just saying here, I'm saying everywhere. Any person that you talk to that has done jiu-jitsu, or their kids do jiu-jitsu, you always hear good things, that they feel like their kid has just changed in a positive way, and have opened up.
And they're not becoming the bullies.
Right, exactly.
They still stay humble and here.
Yes.
But there's just an air of confidence.
Yes, that they feel that they could defend themselves if a situation occurs. And I know my kids do jiu-jitsu, and I know Heidi's kids do jiu-jitsu. I know for my kids, I feel like if a situation happens, that they're going to be able to handle themselves. And especially, and I say this, I have a son and I have a daughter that both do it, and I feel like with my daughter, you know, it's scary. You know, you never know if somebody's going to attack her. And I'm saying for guys or girls, you know, you never know if a situation's going to happen and she's going to have to defend herself. So I tell her that. I said, listen, this one day could save your life. And even my son, but for a girl, you know, she's tiny, she's petite. One day, this could save her life from doing jiu-jitsu.
Absolutely, and especially the way the world is right now.
Yes.
So, and that's why we need more individuals like you guys, because you are making a difference. You're setting a tone, saying, this is who I am. I've got a lot of good in me, instead of dealing with the negative that's out in the world, and you're bringing the best out of yourselves and helping others to bring the best out of them. Okay, we are back. So what I wanted to add to this is I'm known for my ab workouts for many, many years, and these fine young ladies decided that they would let me show them 4 exercises. And I like to always start with something with the upper abs, lower abs, combination, and then finishing off doing the back of our back with some type of exercise. So the very first one, ladies, I would like you all to take your hands behind your thighs, carefully roll yourselves back down, and if we could just turn this way, so that way Eddie can get you better, that's good. All right, so roll yourselves back down, and then I am gonna crawl from each one of you to make sure. Lay back down flat, everybody flat. So you're gonna take your hands over your heads, and what you're going to do, relax your necks on the floor. You're going to only lift your upper body, but you're gonna bring, let's make this a little harder. Heidi's gonna do it harder. She's got my name. So, and I'm older, so I can say that. Okay, so they're gonna just pulse up to keep your chin open, right there. Chin open to the heavens, very good. And then back down again, all right? So little pulses, exhale up, inhale down. Now give it a little quicker pulse. Pulse, down, exhale, down, exhale, down, exhale, down. You guys feel that? Mm-hmm. All right, so that is upper abs only. So that's your first exercise. So now, relax your hands to the side of your body. Bring your knees up, and then bring your legs extended out. So you are here, bring them up here, okay? What we're gonna do is we're going to do circles around in a figure 8. So bring it circular, infinity, keep your heads down. So let's just do the lower body. So these are infinities, circles for your lower abs. Now, as you saw what they were doing, if you wanna make it more difficult, raise your heads, but keep your chin open to the heavens, okay? That hits your upper abs as well as the lower. Relax. But we're gonna just use that as exercise number 2, because exercise number 3, we're gonna plank. So we're gonna flip over. Now, when you go in, there's high planks and low planks. Today, we're gonna do a low plank. So the low planks, our arms should be in number 11 position, elbows directly underneath. And all 3 of these young ladies have very, very good form. Now, you're going to V up with your glutes into the air, and then drop your right knee, tap it, pull it up, tap your left knee, pull it up, and then together. And then go back down into a regular plank. So it's up, right, left, together, plank, up, right, left, together, plank. Very good. So that is your 3rd exercise. The last but not least exercise, they're gonna lay flat on their bellies, and their hands are gonna come under their chins. Their feet are gonna be exactly how they are, straight out, no, that's it. No, straight out like a ballerina. And you're gonna flex up, lifting your shoulders, your elbows and feet off of the ground, and then bring them back down again. So you notice this hits the back area, bring it up, exhale up, inhale down, give me 2 more, exhale up, inhale down, and release. All right, that was perfect. Thank you for the demonstration. And that is your 4 ab exercises for women encouraging women. So stay tuned, watch, go to YouTube, social media, watch Impact Martial Arts. Thank you, Tara, Heidi, and Aponte, because I'm not gonna mess up her first name. And peace, love, tranquility. Peace out.